Hey everyone, it is Shanice Wise, your business expansion coach and a strategist. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. Today I'm going to share with you some more business tips as you continue to expand your business and take it to its next level. I have some questions for you that I want to throw out. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in. So today we're going to talk about, and I want to ask you the question, are you ready to expand your business? Are you ready to expand your business? Here's some questions that I want you to think about as you listen to me. Maybe write them down, jot them down, take some notes. First question I want you to ask yourself, are you a 6 to 7 figure business owner trying to identify what it takes to reach your next level in business? Are you a 6 to 7 figure business owner trying to identify what it takes to reach your next level in business? Have you reached a glass ceiling? Are you confused and frustrated about breaking through? Are you ready to have a 7-figure type business? Are you ready to have a 6-figure type business? Where are you at in regards to expanding? If you are not, if you answered no to those questions, please direct me to the person who says yes. Direct me to the person who says yes. So my question to you, why not? It does not matter where you are currently at in business. There's always a new level and there's always another step. There's always a new level and there's always another step. I want you to write that down. There's always a new level and there's always another step. As a business expansion coach, once I realized what I needed, that is when my mental shift took place. Once I shifted mentally, everything else shifted. I just needed the right tools to help me get there. And guess what? So do you. It all starts with here. It starts up here mentally. As you mentally shift, guess what? Everything else will begin to shift around you. Okay? And this is for the business owner that desires to really expand and is trying to figure out, oh my gosh, Anise, what's my next level? What's my next step? How do I get there? What do I need to do? First, you have to shift mentally. So I'm going to go back to the question at hand. Are you ready to expand? And as I go through this and as I share, there is a link in the description where you can click and take the business expansion quiz. Take it. Find out what your number is. Find out where you fall, what category. How can you know where you want to go if you have no idea where you're at right now? And that is what the business expansion quiz will help you identify. Okay? So let me share with you what expanded in my business once I realized what my next step, what my next level was, and what it would take to get there. When you know better, guess what? You do better. And the reason I am sharing this is because I want the same thing for you. Let me share with you what expanded in my business once I realized what my next step was. And when business owners come to me and they want to work with me, the first thing that I necessarily do is a business audit, where I sit down and I look at the inside, the setup of your business. What systems and strategies do you have in place? How are you generating revenue? What are your visibility strategies? How many branches of business do you have coming in? What does the back end office look like? How are you connecting with your current clients? What is your SWOT analysis? Like, we go through all of this because how can I help you get where you're desiring to go if we don't know where you're at now? The areas where you're leaving money on the table, the hidden areas that you have no idea that even existed, but they do, and they're limiting your success. So I did a business audit on my own self, on my own business. And there's no way I could introduce this to my audience, to my clients, if I did not do it for myself. So I did it for myself. And once I did it for myself, I was able to implement the different tools needed And that's how I'm able to share this quiz with you. Believe me, it works. It helps, not just taking the quiz, but also scheduling time to talk with me so we can talk about what you need in order to progress. So let's look at my 7 different areas that I personally expanded in order to shift. Number 1, I expanded my spirituality because it was time for me to trust God at a higher level and get in alignment mentally with where he was taking me as the CEO. Number 1, are you out of alignment? Number 2, how are you trusting God? Are you trusting him in areas where you're used to, where you're playing it safe? You did it before, so you know he'll do it again for you. Or are you trusting him for you to tread in areas that you never even thought you could go to? Areas that, were in your mind forbidden to you. Areas where you had no idea God was going to take you there. Now you have the opportunity and you're nervous. You don't know if you want to take that step. You're not fully trusting God. Like, are you ready to expand? Then you have to expand that. You have to expand your spirituality, your growth, the way that you trust God. Asking yourself and looking at, are you in alignment with where it is that you desire to go, but also where it is that he wants to take you? So I expanded in this area and I was like, you know what? I'm going to just step out on faith. I need this in my business. You know what? I'm going to invest in it. I need this. I'm going to invest in it. And normally I would have looked at the cost and struggled. But because I have put myself in spaces where I've invested at a high level, I no longer struggle because I'm trusting God. And every time I step out in faith, especially if it's in alignment with him, he just takes me to another level. So I expanded my spirituality. Number 2, I expanded my branches of business by identifying the hidden areas where I was leaving money on the table. Once I did that, it grew my revenue hands down by 100%. So I expanded the different branches of business that I had in place. Okay, I made sure that each branch of business was set up with its own systems and strategies, its own procedures, its own way of making money, its own way of, creating visibility to attract the clients for that branch. And when I did this, I grew my revenue by 100%. Okay. And then number 3, I expanded my back-end office by implementing automated systems. I hired help, which freed up my time as the CEO to work on my business instead of constantly working in it. And you will hear me say this over and over and over. When you work in your business, you are doing things that you can hire other people to do. Yes, it keeps your business running, but it takes time away from you working on your business, being out there in front of your target audience, sharing your business, working to get new clients, working to sell your products and your services. Okay? You are the voice of your business. Now, number 4, I expanded my marketing plan, which allowed me to narrow my focus and be more specific on what type of customer I needed in order to grow my business to a place where consistently high level revenue would be flowing in. Do you have a marketing plan in place? Do you even know what a marketing plan is? If you have it in place, are you following it? Very, very important as you expand. Okay, very important. And then number 5, I expanded my visibility strategies. I implemented programs that caused me to work smarter and not harder with the right customers. It's about working. How can you expand if you are not working with the right customers? Have you made a list of your ideal clients, what they look like, how they operated, what their needs are? Have you made that list? And if yes, are you creating content around that list? Are you marketing to your ideal clients based on the list, based on the characteristic traits? Very, very important. Okay. I also expanded number 6. I expanded my vocabulary and my communication around my selling strategies, which allowed me to differentiate selling low level and high level services and products. Okay. As a business owner, do you have a branch of business that shows a service? So you may be in the retail industry, you may be in the food industry, you may sell a product, but do you have a service that you can offer? Do you have a $10,000 offer? Do you have a $20,000? Expand your thought process. Something to think about. And then you would market it a different way. And this is something that I dive into because I feel like all business owners should have a branch of business that offers a service where you can charge based on the time, the energy, the effort, and how you transform people. I am totally sold out on that, and that is what I teach my clients. Okay? And then number 6, I expanded in investing in me and my business development. Okay? Every area I wanted to make sure that I was investing in, every area I wanted to make sure that I was growing in. And that's why I'm able to do the things that I'm able to do in business. So the question to you is, are you ready to expand your business? Are you ready to expand? Are you ready to take your business to, and I say this all the time, to its next level? Are you trusting God for the and then some? Are you willing to put your money, your paper, where your mouth is? Or are you okay with continuing to play it safe and just getting by? What type of business do you desire? When I think about expansion, I think about growing this way. I always use the tree analogy. You will hear me say it over and over and over. And the tree analogy is all these different branches that feed the main source. Are you ready to expand? How many of you are going to be bold enough to take the business expansion quiz? How many of you are going to be bold enough to schedule a discovery session with me so we can literally talk about your score, talk about how to create a scalable business, talk about the areas where you're leaving money on the table, talk about the areas where you can generate the type of revenue that will set your business up for success and that will set you individually up for success. What playing field do you want to play in? Are you bold enough to click that link in the description, to take the quiz, to see where you land, to schedule a discovery session with me and get on my calendar? How bad do you want it? Are you ready to expand your business? And let me share this with you. Every area I expanded definitely took me to my next level. And I desire to help you do the same thing. But first, you must identify what stage of business you're in. How can you go all the different places? And you can continue to watch webinars, take courses, all that type of stuff. But if you are really ready to expand, you need someone there to help you, to walk with you, to be your advocate, for you to be able to call and say, what do you think about this? How do I do this? How do I implement it? Am I saying the right thing? So if that's you, let's chat. Make sure you schedule a discovery session after you take the quiz. I am on fire when it comes to helping business owners expand. And I pray that you are one of those business owners. This is Shanice and Wise asking you again, are you ready to expand your business? Be blessed. Have a God-inspired day.